My name is Kacie Kinney. Right now, I am a real estate agent with Keller Williams Realty. I have a team of agents and admin in Yukon, Oklahoma. Yes, I love my current job. I have a lot of fun doing real estate. It is really enjoyable to me, and it fulfills a lot of needs in my life, which include, not wanting to sit behind a desk. I like to go and I like to meet with people and I like to be busy and not tied to an office. So I really enjoy that part of it. Well, in college, I was a public relations major, and that led me to be a publicist for a publishing company. So I worked with books and authors, and then I was a personal assistant, and I worked with some consultants who owned some properties. And it got me a little bit interested in investment properties and how that was done. And someone approached me after I finished working with one of those jobs and asked me if I'd ever thought about getting into real estate. And I'd always had an interest in it, but never really had any tools to pursue it. And when they asked me that, I said, yeah, that's something that I think I could do. So it really just kind of fell into my lap, and that was about early 2012. I think my most important advice to high school freshmen would be to think about the things that you really like to do and what gives you energy. So if you find that you do a certain subject in school or do a certain activity that afterwards you're fired up and you have a lot of energy, think about those things and think about how you might be able to make a career out of that. So for example, if you really like to be a manager on the football team, well, does that mean that you like to be in charge of people? Does that mean you like to tell people what to do? Does that mean you like to be a servant or serve others? Think about those things and then realize what characteristics that would mean that you would have to enjoy that. And then my encouragement would be to make a list, what gives me energy? And then on the other side, what drains me of energy? So if you find that talking to a lot of people really exhausts you, you may not be an extrovert. So a job like mine, like real estate, might be really tiring for you because you would end up having to talk to people all the time. So making a list of things that give you energy and drain your energy would be what I would tell a freshman to do. And that basically just teaches you about yourself, and so you can figure out what kinds of things your personality might like more than others. My number one advice on how to manage money is don't spend more than you make. Look at your budget, look at your job, and then don't spend more than that. You don't want to get a credit card. You don't want to go into debt. Watch what you make and create a budget for yourself. And then the other thing too is once you turn 18, start investing a little bit of money every month. Have someone set you up an account, or you can set up an investment account and put $20 or $30 a month into it from the day you turn 18. I think that would be the smartest advice that I wish somebody would have given to me when I turned 18, would just be to start doing a little bit of investing. And anybody can afford, $20 a month if you really put your mind to it. And that can make you a lot of money over the next 40 or 50 years. I think the landscape for jobs now is definitely different than it was 10 years ago. Obviously, media and video are huge industries now that weren't 10 years ago. For us, what we're seeing is a lot of content being driven to video. So less writing, less paper. When I was in college, even newspaper was still a thing, and now it's even less than a thing 10 years later. So focusing more on digital content, more on media, and less on print and written word, sadly, because I'm a journalist. Thank you.